Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a shrimp scampi. This was basically Aunt Maria's recipe. She's the one that gave me the ingredients and taught me over the phone how to make it. I was living in Virginia at the time, had already left New Jersey, and I wanted to make it for your dad, so I had to figure it out kind of on my own, and your dad loves it, so I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, so this feeds about 3 people. Get a pound of shrimp. Not cooked, so raw shrimp, and you can peel them. I always like to get the ones that are already deveined. So get a pound of shrimp, and then you're just going to use a stick of butter, oil. That happens to be roasted garlic infused olive oil, but you can just use regular olive oil. And then garlic, minced garlic. I'm cheating and using it. You can use fresh garlic, that's just fine, but I just don't have any, so I'm gonna use minced garlic. Salt, pepper, Parmesan cheese, and parsley. That's it. That's all that goes into this dish. And of course, you're gonna accompany it with spaghetti of some kind. You can use angel hair. I'm using thin spaghetti this time. And let me get started and I'll show you. I put salt in the water and you're gonna bring it to a boil. A good rule of thumb is to just grab a small fistful, and that's pretty much a serving for one person. Okay, pasta's working. I'll do that for 11 minutes because to get it nice and tender. Okay, so first step is melt all of your butter. I usually just do like a medium heat. Set it on medium and then get your butter melted. This looks pretty good. Okay, so a whole stick of butter is melted. I don't really have any rhyme or reason. I don't know how much you add. I just wing it. So I just do a little bit of that. Oil. Put a little bit of salt in there like that. Do a little pepper like that. Do some pro tip, if your pasta is starting to boil over, you just blow on it and that gets it to go down. All right, so maybe just giving it some parsley like that. Fresh ingredients are always better, so if you have fresh, go for it. I do not, so. And Parmesan cheese. You can add a little more to taste if you want. I'm just gonna get some in there and get cranking. And let me give that a little stir. I'm gonna turn it down to about less than medium low. Get that going. Garlic, I don't know, maybe like 3 teaspoons. And since your dad really likes it, I'll just use the rest of this jar. There's no sense in keeping that. And I'll just pour that little juice in there. So, once you get that in there, add your shrimp. This will go really fast. All you want to do is get them like at get them all level in the pan. Already you can see them to start to turn pink. And that's just what you want. That's how you know they're done. All right, now that they were a little bit cold, I'm gonna turn my heat back up a little bit. And I will come back and show you in a couple minutes. And I'll tell you about how long it took. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. You can see that's what you're looking for, is for them to turn the color of cooked shrimp, which is orange. And now I'm gonna flip them. You'll see also how they tighten up. They're real fleshy and bigger. They'll start to curl up, get firm, and get pink. So I'm gonna flip all of these over to the other side. Geez, I don't like this spatula. But anyway, look, this one's the perfect example. See how it's done on one side, not on the other. So once I get all these flipped over, a few more minutes and we'll be ready to serve. You can see how they're translucent. See how that still looks translucent a little bit on the bottom? That's how you know they're not done. The flesh will turn nice and white when it's fully done. Okay, these are done. Can you see how tight they got? It's pretty firm all the way through. So these are done. So I'm gonna turn my thing off. Now you can put these in a bowl. You can put these in a bowl or and put it on the table to serve it like that if you want. And then everybody can ladle out their own. I plated the pasta, and since it's just Dad and I, and by the way, it's Father's Day today, and I asked Dad what did he want, and this is what he said. And so, again, this should serve 3. I did a little more than I did like 1.5 pounds and only 1 stick of butter because it's just Dad. But if Brewster was here or other people were going to eat this, then I would have done like 2 sticks of butter and just increased the recipe. So I'm just going to put all this good stuff on here and give him a little more shrimps. He can come back for more if he wants. But there's the finished product. Are you going to zoom in on the... And so there it is, shrimp scampi, and Dad's filming right now, so I better give this to him because he's drooling. Thank you. What's your assessment?
I think it's delicious. A perfect amount of butter and garlic and olive oil and shrimp, so it's absolutely delicious.
Oh, good. There you go. You heard it from the person who loves it the most.